What's up, guys? Highlandred here on this Easter afternoon. Hope everyone is having a good day, chilling with your family. If everyone's good. I just wanted to go over some of the Origins releases for fall that we just got. This Beastman right here, he's pretty awesome. I mean, you know, a lot of people who wanted the movie Beastman, now you got him. Looks pretty cool. Now this, I pre-ordered this. I'm not a huge Masterverse collector, but excuse me, but I feel like this will be a great display piece. Even if you're not collecting Masterverse, this makes an excellent display piece, which is what I got it for. You know, I have Masterverse Evil-Lyn with the bat hood and the cape. I have Masterverse She-Ra and the new Masterverse He-Man. So I'm probably gonna make a display with Skeletor and the throne and Evil-Lyn, and then I'm going to make a display with She-Ra and He-Man. You know, because again, I'm not really collecting Masterverse like that. Same with the cartoon collection. You know, I'm picking and choosing from the cartoon collection. With the exception of vehicles, I'm going to get every vehicle because they're compatible with vintage Origins, you know. So that's good. That's a plus. Here's the throne in detail. The throne has LED lights that can change colors. Now that's awesome. Now, I've heard a lot of people, like, kind of old man yells at Cloud, complained about the price, but normally a deluxe Masterverse figure is normally $34.99 plus tax, usually around there. So if you factor in that, and then you factor in the detailed throne that actually has fur on it, and has light up LED lights, you know, it's electronic. That throne realistically is about 20 something dollars, $28, $29 plus the cost of Skeletor. So it's really not that bad. And because it's a pre-order, you're getting so much time to pay it off, you know. Like I said, this is going to make an excellent display piece. That's what I got it for, since I'm not like collecting Masterverse as a whole. And I love the freaking head sculpt on this Skeletor, man. So awesome. He's got his Havoc staff. He's got the Snake staff. Just awesome. Awesome, awesome. There's more angles of it. There it is with different colored lights. And he also has a non-hooded version of his head. That's pretty awesome. Now, this Hordak, I'm a huge Hordak fan. A huge Hordak fan. I love the Evil Horde. It's my favorite evil faction in Masters of the Universe. He's okay. I mean, he's not horrible, but I'm passing on this one. I just, for whatever reason, this version of the figure just does not give the animation from Revolution justice. Like, if you watched Revolution and you watch the fight with him and Skeletor and all that, and you see all the animation, like, this figure just doesn't do it justice, you know? Just does not do it justice, at least I think, anyways. So I passed on this one. It's just doesn't do it justice for me. And I'm a huge Hordak fan, so there's some more pictures of it. Here's Leech for anyone who's interested in Masterverse. He looks alright. You know, the hands and the feet are sculpted pretty well. Breakdancing, that's pretty funny. Here's Cyclone. He looks pretty good. Pretty good for Masterverse. That looks pretty cool. He almost looks like a ninja there, like a samurai almost. Got a shield, that's pretty cool. Here is Thunder Punch He-Man. Now, I don't like this head sculpt. For whatever reason, this head sculpt reminds me a lot like the Classics He-Man figures. I don't know if it's the hair or the face or what, but it like reminds me of Masters of the Universe Classics He-Man. Especially with the color of that hair being like a real dark blondish, you know, like they put a dark wash in the hair. Kind of like what Classics, certain He-Man. I don't know. I like the armor, and I like that he comes with 2 effects, and I like the shield and the sword, and the fact that even if the cat feature doesn't actually work, I like that they included it. It's just fan service. You can say it's pointless, but any fan service is good fan service as long as it's done right, you know. So aside from the head sculpt, that's the only gripe I have with this figure. Like, I would figure that people would probably buy this and use the armor and everything on the Battle Armor He-Man that just came out, that has the awesome freaking like stoic, his head sculpt is really nice. He's got like the stoic brooding face, like, you know, like I'm here for battle, you know. He's got the cool face sculpt, so I'm assuming people would use the armor from this one for that He-Man. Or just swap the heads if the skin matches, you know. But that's my only gripe with this one, is the head sculpt. It just, for whatever reason, it reminds me of Classics He-Man. There's some more photos. There he is with this Thunder Punch. There he is with 2 Thunder Punches. That's pretty cool. Like, if I was gonna get this, I would probably get it just for the armor and stuff to put on my other He-Man, you know? That's just me. And I'm sure a lot of other people will probably do the same. Here is Man-O-War, which is Man-at-Arms, but it's Man-O-War. And his new armor, for anyone who's interested in that. Now this looks awesome. I'll probably get this to display with my Skeletor throne, you know. Get her to display with Skeletor and his throne and Evelyn. Like, just have all 3 of them. You know, like have Skeletor sitting in the throne, and then have like her on his left and Evelyn on his right, or vice versa. That would be really cool. So I'll definitely get her, even though I'm not a huge Masterverse collector. This is pretty cool. I actually like this merman. Pretty cool looking. It's almost like they took the Lords of Power merman and took the cartoon filmation merman and they fused them into one merman. That's the best way I know to describe this. He's got a corn cob staff. That's pretty cool. He's got a sword. The sword actually looks more gnarly. It doesn't look as corn cobby as the Origins one. you know? And he's got that cool armor, you know? What's the black? That's new to his armor, you know? The black motifs and everything. That's pretty cool. If I was collecting Masterverse, I would definitely pick this merman up. You know, pretty cool looking. Freaking Battle Armor Skeletor, that's pretty cool. If I was collecting Masterverse instead of Origins, I would definitely pick this up, you know. He's got his axe, he's got... I forget what you call that. But it's not a regular sword, it's kind of like a pirate's sword, but I know there's a name for it. Scimitar, I think that's what it's called, a scimitar. He's got his extra damage plate that you can swap out, just like the He-Man that everyone's just gotten. He's got the helmet, the more Skelligog helmet. Skelligog. Pretty cool. This is awesome. I definitely picked this up. Even though I'm not a huge cartoon collector, Cringer is awesome, you know. Comes with 2 head sculpts. Comes with the grinning He-Man and the extra hand sculpt that lets you do the I have the power, you know. I got cartoon Skeletor and I got cartoon He-Man. I had to get cartoon Cringer, you know. It's just... and Prince Adam. Just awesome, man. Pretty freaking awesome. There's Cringer like, whoa, He-Man! Like, what are you doing? There's He-Man grinning. There he is hugging Cringer. There's his I have the power hand. Pretty awesome. I'm sure you'll be able to use that on He-Man and whoever else that has matching skin tones. This is awesome. This collector is freaking awesome. Now, a lot of people have been complaining that the plastic on it looks cheap because it's shiny. And I can kind of understand a little bit. But at the same time, this thing is... I'm sure Mattel, from a business standpoint, they were in the meeting and they were like, what do we do for the collector? And they're like, what would the collector have looked like if we had released it for the vintage line back in the day? And this right here is what they came up with. Whether you like it or hate it, I love it. I mean, I'm just glad we're getting a collector. But whether you love it or hate it, that's probably what they came to the conclusion of. It's like, hey, this is what it would look like if we released it for vintage, you know? And for what it is, it's got a lot of room, you know, you can fit 3 figures, you know, and without the flame effects in, you can like put figures in the claw of the collector. Now, one thing I will say is I really hope that there's a peg hole underneath it, just so that if somebody makes flight stands for all the Origins vehicles, like how, Wind Raider has one. If somebody makes like really tall flight stands for like displays and stuff, I hope that we can peg this in. You know, like Roton and Wind Raider and all the others. I hope that there is a peg hole for that, you know. That would be really nice. Overall, pretty cool. I'm glad we're getting this. I'm definitely getting all the vehicles from the cartoon collection, because they're compatible with Origins, you know, with regular Origins, which is awesome. You know, can't go wrong there. 3 seats, you know, like I said. It's got the flame effects, the blasters. The claws actually extend out. You can push them in. You know, that's cool. You can grab them, you know, like I said. Pretty cool. Here is the He-Man 2-pack. Now, if I can get this, I will. But at the same time, I'm not, like, biting my nails in anticipation, like, oh my god, I have to get this. If I don't get this, I'm gonna be upset. If I get it, cool. If I don't, fine. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's just a crossover. You know, it's not an exclusive Motu figure or Turtles of Grayskull figure, so, you know, it's not much to worry about. It looks cool. His shield looks pretty cool. You know, the Hellfire Club shield. And this dude, he's pretty cool. You know, he's got the flaming clock guitar, grandfather clock guitar looking thing. Pretty cool. He's got the same little vine thingies that mutated Mothman has. That thing right there looks wicked. It's like a crab or a spider just sitting on his chest. And he's got the bones coming out of his neck. That's pretty wicked, man. Pretty cool. Here is the Horde Prime Trooper. Now, this is a Walmart exclusive, unfortunately. So, good luck for any of us to try and get these. Now, I got the CollectorCon stuff. But, on the flip side, I have to worry for the next 4 months that Walmart's going to cancel my order. And then just let the scalper get his order, you know? That sucks for everyone. For everyone who missed out, I feel bad, man. And for every one of us who got it, I feel bad because now we have to fucking worry that Walmart's not gonna honor our order, you know? Which sucks. But it is what it is. It looks cool, though. He comes with a Hordak hand. You know, that hand was used on the PowerCon exclusive Hordak. You know, comes with that. Comes with all these extra parts, same as Roboto. Comes with this extra gun. This gun is usually for Trapjaw, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's Trapjaw's gun. But he's got the Roboto gun on his hand right now. He's got the cape, pretty cool. He's got the red and the black, so if you missed out on the PowerCon Horde Troopers, you know, a little bit of paint goes a long way. You could just paint it over red or black. You know, pretty cool. These robots are pretty cool. They had something like that in Classics, but I completely missed the boat on Classics. Like, I was not aware that it was a thing. Like, I vaguely remember a couple of figures in, like, Hastings and stuff like that before Hastings went bankrupt and is no longer around. But vaguely, like, every once in a while, I'd see a random figure and I'd be like, what's this? You know? Because I really didn't know what Classics was and that it was a thing. So, it's pretty cool to see in Origins, yeah. Hopefully we'll get some regular gray ones eventually. This was one of the CollectorCon items. I don't know if they re-released it during this drop, but they showed it anyways, randomly. I was able to order him, but will they honor my order? Who knows? Because it's Walmart, you know? It's Walmart. They would rather give scalpers the edge than fucking... And I'm probably going to get demonetized for the F word. Pardon my French. They would rather give the edge to scalpers and bots than give the edge to the regular consumer like me who wants this stuff. So who knows if they will honor my order or not. I'm praying that they do, you know, crossing my fingers, hoping for the best, but we'll see. There he is again, from the back this time. He's got like Mosquito, Trapjaw, and Whiplash parts, and Ratlore parts, you know, he's just a mash of every kind of character, you know. Here's Cartoon Evil-Lyn. Pretty cool. I mean, people are complaining a little about the skin. You know, it is what it is, you know. I'm sure that it's just the lighting and everything, the way they took these, the skin probably looks like that. We'll see. Comes with the same staff that Masterverse, the second Masterverse figure came with, you know, of Evelyn. Comes with the staff, you know, which I'm sure they're going to make other Origins figures that also have that staff. There she is. More. See? Her skin looks different there. It's all lighting. There she is with the staff. There is Cartoon Web Store. I know a lot of people got confused and thought this was just a re-release of the Origins one. It is not. It's the Cartoon Collection Webster. And Webster looks pretty cool. Like, you can never go wrong with Webster, whether it's the vintage or the Origins or the Cartoon Collection. You know, Webster's just a cool looking figure. Just a cool looking figure. His backpack is different, and so is his grappling hook. You know, more cartoonish. Pretty cool. There he is from the front. There's Reptilax. Now this is pretty cool. I love the colors on this figure, man. Pretty freaking cool. I'm glad we have a Snake Man that's not all green. Like, anytime we can get Snake Men that aren't green, I'm all for it, you know? Like, he's got the orange, he's got the red. Now, the weapons are reused, you know, but they work, you know? Mainly it's the figure that's cool. He's got a brand new head sculpt, brand new armor piece. His tail is a brand new sculpt. It's an actual sculpted tail. It's not just a piece of plastic that hangs down like with Whiplash or with Rattler or Rattlehood, you know. Any of those figures, it's not one of those tails. It's an actual sculpted, fully sculpted tail, which is awesome. The orange and red, it really pops, you know. That green's pretty cool. It like gives it a little bit of an edge. Pretty cool. And also, if you get multiple of this guy, I'm sure that you could paint his head orange to match the rest of the body. If you wanted to so do that, you know. Which that is a good idea. Pretty cool. There he is again. Now that is awesome, man. These Snake Men keep getting better and better as time goes on. Like, for a while there were certain people who used to be in the toy industry that would say, like, oh, they're just doing a bunch of repaints. You should be worried. You know, but look at this. This looks awesome. Brand new sculpted tail. Spikes on the tail are awesome. You know, I don't know if these feet are new. They look pretty good. I know the legs are reused from King Hiss. You know, the armor, just the colors and everything look cool. There is new stuff with this figure. He's not a complete repaint or reused parts, which is good. That's what you want. They're making effort for this line. That's awesome. Gotta be a cool figure to have, man. Really. Really is, man. That's awesome. And then here is the Cartoon Collection Clawful. He looks pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, you know. I know a lot of people have said he's just generic looking, but I think he's cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Here is the Cartoon Collection Spikor, which it's a surprise they're releasing him this early, considering how long it took for us to get Origins Spikor. But maybe that's intentional, you know. Maybe they want to get these characters out of the Cartoon Collection early. That way the later characters are characters that are worth waiting for, you know what I mean? So, pretty cool. This is awesome. This Vipor is freaking awesome. He's obviously based off of the Snake Tower for Eternia. But this is awesome. The way they sculpted him and everything is like Masterverse quality sculpting right here. Whoops. Let's see here. Go back. This is like Masterverse style sculpting, man. This is awesome. Like, look at this. Like, if you didn't know about Origins and you just saw this, you'd be like, oh, Masterverse. Cool. Like, that's how good this one looks, man. This armor's brand new. The chain's brand new. Everything about this figure pretty much is brand new. I don't even think I've seen the legs before. I've seen the feet and I've seen these little shin guards, but like the arms, the legs, the armor, the head sculpt, the waist armor, I don't think I've seen any of that before. Pretty awesome. I definitely want this figure. I don't know why they did not reveal this now. I mean, like, why they didn't make it for pre-order? Who knows? Because a lot of the things said that it would be a fan channel exclusive. But if it's going to be a fan channel exclusive, then why wait to release him later? That makes no sense. You know? It is what it is, you know. Pretty awesome. This is awesome. This Turtles of Grayskull Michelangelo is pretty awesome. And his hair does come off. That's amazing. I was worried that his hair would be permanent. It's not super bad, but it's also not something that I wanted. So, you know, I'm just glad that you can take it off. That's awesome. It's not like Donatello where you can't take off the helmet. You can actually take this one off, guys. Pretty awesome. Hopefully they give us another Donatello that doesn't have a helmet, you know. Maybe they give us an exclusive 4-pack that has the regular Turtles. Who knows? Now, this Skeletor, I have a feeling they're going to re-release him later as Samurai Skeletor. 2000X Samurai Skeletor. And if they do that, that's awesome, because that means we can get Martial Arts He-Man from 2000X. Which, he has the awesome blue armor, you know? The awesome blue armor. Kind of like how Vintage Thunder Punch He-Man has the awesome red armor. Martial Arts He-Man has the awesome blue armor. So that would be really cool if we got that in Origins. There he is again. He's got his Havoc staff, like nunchuck style sheath weapon. Pretty cool. Pretty cool the way that you can hold it, man. I got this figure. I'm all in on Turtles of Grayskull. He's got the little mutagen canister. Be curious to see if it has TGRI on it or anything. There is Teela from the Turtles of Grayskull line. She's alright, you know, I like her armor a lot. I like that she comes with Leo's other Sai, because now we can give Leo 2 Sais without having to buy an extra... I mean, Ralph. We don't have to buy another Ralph to get his second Sai. Why'd I say Leo? I meant Ralph. But we can get Teela, and it comes with Ralph's other side, which is awesome. So you don't have to buy 2 different Raphaels if you don't want to, which is awesome. Okay. There she is again. Got the side pointed towards the ground. That's a pretty cool pose. There's her shell. Here's Casey Jones is a customizer's dream. Look at all this different stuff that Casey Jones comes with. Like, this almost feels like it should be a deluxe figure. Like, he comes with so much stuff. Comes with this hockey stick. There he is. He's unmasked. There he is again with all the stuff in his backpack. The head sculpt looks pretty good. There is the helmet, which is very Ram Man-esque. They decided to do that instead of a regular Casey Jones helmet. I'm sure somebody's going to be able to 3D print a hockey mask for them for people to buy, you know. I'm sure that'll happen. There he is with his mask on. He's got the Jitsu glove. Got the hammer from Triple H. He's got the staff. He's got a sword, an axe, which, if it's translucent, it could be the same axe that they use for John Cena. Here is Stealth Leonardo. Pretty cool. I'm sure this is when he goes on a mission to rescue He-Man. Here is Stealth He-Man. Pretty cool. Comes with a cape and the hood, which they could reuse that as like a pre-Eternia He-Man in disguise. They could reuse that later, which is awesome. Here is April O'Neil. I'm so glad they did not reuse Teela's head sculpt. Thank God the team over at Mattel is no longer using Teela for every female character. Thank God. Let's just hope they continue that way. Thank God. I am so happy to see female characters that don't have Teela's head sculpt. You know, she's got her video camera staff. This is not a hammer, it's a staff. And I'm sure she uses that as like the sorcerer's seeing ability to see into the crystal ball of the video camera lens, you know, to see what's going on, what the evilest villains are doing. Now this Hordak is freaking amazing. Whereas the other Hordak didn't do it justice for the Revolution cartoon, this Hordak is awesome for the Turtles of Grayskull line. Comes with these wicked freaking wings, man. These are awesome wings, man. Comes with a mutagen canister for freaking Blaster. That's freaking awesome. His head sculpt is brand new. His armor's brand new. That is so awesome, man. They did so much for this Hordak, man, and that's freaking awesome. I love this Hordak. He looks like almost like he has a silver metallic sheen to his face. Either that or it's like a metallic white. Who knows? We'll have to see it in person, but man, is this figure awesome. Freaking amazing, man. Freaking amazing. Here is Leatherhead. Now, this figure looks awesome. My only concern for right now is this whole entire head one piece? Or is it just that this fur piece is its own piece and the head is separate? Because my concern is that the top half of his head is one piece that sticks on a ball joint, then his entire bottom jaw and that fur piece are one piece. That if you were to take the head off, you could remove the jaw and then put the head back on and it would look horrible. I hope that's wrong, because I really want it to be wrong. But other than that one nitpick that I'm worried about, I think he's a good figure. He's awesome. Unfortunately, again, he is a Walmart exclusive, so we're getting screwed over by Mattel here on purpose again, you know. Why they keep screwing us on purpose, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Other than that, though, he is a good figure. I will try to get him. Obviously, I'll try. How successful I'll be, who knows? Excuse me. Who knows how successful I will be? Because I feel like the last order I got from CollectorCon was a fluke, considering just how much bad luck I have trying to get store exclusives. You know, I had my Roton canceled from Walmart when it first came out. And it was like, it was exclusive there for a short period of time, I guess. Whenever I got my Sunman figures, they got canceled, you know. I got some other store exclusive Origins figures that were canceled, and I had to order them from other places, like eBay. It just sucks when that happens, man. Don't know why Mattel keeps screwing us over on purpose. Don't know. Here is unfortunately another exclusive. We're gonna get screwed over again. This figure looks amazing. He's got a merman tail instead of a snake tail this time around. Pretty awesome. He's got his sword, which does not look like a corn cob sword at all. He's got his waist piece for whenever you peg him into the tail. There he is in that translucent plastic. Now, I don't think we will get it this translucent looking. If we do, cool. That'll be awesome. But if we don't, then I knew ahead of time, you know. I just feel like if it's anything like the He-Man we got, it's not gonna be that translucent. If it's anything like the He-Man we got. There he is in pictures, pretty awesome. There he is again. He's got these little sea creature antennas coming out of his face. He really does have like an oceanic head sculpt here. Like, this is the most he's ever looked like an actual merman, you know? Funnily enough. Like, there he is without his tail. There's his trident. Which, that's kind of basic. I mean, they could have done a better job with that, you know? But it is what it is. You know, with what you're getting with the tail and everything, I mean, you can't really complain too much. Considering you're getting the tail, you're getting this awesome sword that makes up for that trident. Here is Splinter Skull. Now, this is another store exclusive. However, there's a slim chance that we will be able to actually get this one. Unlike with Walmart, where it's a hope and a prayer, with this one, we might actually get a chance to order it. Even if it's canceled, we might get a chance to order it fair and square. Like, without it selling out in 1 minute. He is pretty cool, Splinter Man. He's based off of King Grayskull, obviously. That sculpted tail is a brand new sculpt. I'm not sure if these feet are brand new, but I'm sure they will reuse them for the Castle Grayskull werewolf when they make that. Because they've already got the werewolf head for the mutated Beastman. I mean, Mossman, you know. If you look at that mutated Mossman, he has the Wolfman head sculpt, the werewolf head sculpt. And now that they've got the feet, they've got those hands, you know. It's only a matter of time before we get the Spirit of Grayskull werewolf or pack or whatever. You know, it's only a matter of time. This is awesome. The sword and the staff coming together. He's got that cool cape, which we all got on King Grayskull. You know, pretty cool. Now, something tells me that maybe later on they will re-release certain parts so that you can swap him out and make a King Grayskull. That's possible, who knows? There he is again, man. He's just awesome, man. I love Splinter. Even in the movies in the 1990s, I really loved him. I get why they made this figure. I'm not a fan. I'm just not. I get it. They made it so they'd have an excuse to have new sculpting for Too Bad. The only reason this was made so that and greenlit by Mattel was because of the Too Bad thing, you know? Like, the only way we were gonna get Too Bad in Origins is if they were like, look, we're gonna make Two Bop Steady. And then Mattel was like, okay, sure, go for it. We'll give you the money to do that. And that's how we're getting Too Bad. Other than the Too Bad thing, I am not a fan of this. I'm just not. I wish these characters would have been separate. That's just me, you know. That's just me. But I'm glad we're getting Too Bad out of it, at least, you know. I'll get it, but it's not gonna be one of my favorites. He is also a store exclusive, but with Target it's not as brutal as Walmart, so we'll see. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the figures and stuff I wanted to go over with the new Origins and Masterverse and Cartoon Collections and Turtles of Grayskull releases. Can't wait to get these figures. I have most of the ones that I wanted pre-order, you know. Out of the ones available, I was able to pre-order 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was able to get the 8 that I wanted that are up so far, you know. So we will see what happens with the other ones later on. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you all having a good day. See you later, guys and gals. Peace.